Jeez. Oh, come on. Really? You're gonna transition right over to some meat? Come on. That's a cruel edit. Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder. Today I'm reacting to Bram Stoker's Dracula. So, in the month of October, I will be doing a few Halloween classic horror movies just to kind of get in the mood for Halloween. Thought it could be a fun thing to mix a few things up. These are movies that I put up on a Patreon poll, and these were the 4 winners for the month of October. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Very excited to check this one out. I'm 90% positive this one is directed by Francis Ford Coppola, who I know as the amazing director of the Godfather movies, as well as the war film Apocalypse Now. So I'm excited for those reasons to check out his take on the classic Dracula story. I believe this is based off, I don't know how closely it follows the original Dracula book, but I think it follows that general storyline, if that makes sense. I've never read the full Dracula book. I started reading it many years ago, but just never got around to finishing it. So I'm not sure exactly where the story will take it or what happens in the end of this movie, anything like that. And I'm pretty sure Gary Oldman plays Dracula, which I might be wrong on that, but I believe he does, and that's exciting because, of course, he's a legendary actor. And then I believe Keanu Reeves is in this movie as well, kind of as the guy who goes and visits Dracula, goes and stays at the castle. But I'm particularly excited to see another Francis Ford Coppola movie and just to get into the mood. You know, little vampires, kind of perfect for the Halloween season. Got some red lights for the blood. I mean, who isn't ready for it? But as always, if you want to watch the full unedited reaction to this film, it's going to be up on Patreon. And next week's Halloween classic is also going to be out for early access. Got some good horror movies coming out this month if you do want to subscribe and see a few more of those. And let me know too in the comments if horror is kind of a genre you're interested in. I'm not sure how much of the audience here on my channel is a big fan of horror, but if you are, and if you have any top recommendations, feel free to let me know in the comments. But for now, let's just get into it. Bram Stoker's Dracula. I am liking this soundtrack right from the get-go here.
The year 1462. Constantinople had fallen.
Anthony Hopkins is in this. Or is he just the narrator? I like the red sky in the background with the dark silhouettes of the battle. Jeez, that takes some strength to lift somebody up. What are you in, 300? Oh, what a visual.
Carrying false news of Dracula's death. Elizabetha believing him
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Wait for confirmation. Look at what fake news did even back in the day. Her body looks in pretty good shape for having dropped that far.
My prince is dead. All is lost without him. May God unite us in heaven.
I mean, it's a similar lesson that you learn in The Mist, right? Never to give up hope. That is not the bedside manner right now, telling him that his loved one is going to hell. So this is like a dark miracle of sorts with blood coming out of the cross, right? What a turn to darkness for his origin story. This is giving me some Shining vibes, or a little Tim Burton almost. Jeez, what an intense opening to this movie.
When the rewards are given, I will be one of those who benefits from your generosity.
When you serve the devil, I don't know how much you're going to benefit, but...
Transylvania immediately. Opportunities such as this come but once in a lifetime.
And you will regret this opportunity, Keanu.
Close these transactions, and your future with this firm is assured.
Didn't Keanu make a similar mistake in, what's that movie where Al Pacino's the devil? The Devil's Advocate?
We've waited this long, haven't we?
Oh, this is what's her name? This is Winona Ryder. No wonder this is giving me Tim Burton vibes. Wow. Perfect casting for this type of movie, actually.
I love you, Mina.
I am not hopeful for Jonathan surviving going to stay in Transylvania. Is that a peacock feather? What an interesting kind of veil to cover up the intimate moment there. What a stylistic transition. I like it.
I am anxiously
Are those eyes in the sky? I mean, I'm guessing that's not really going on. That's just part of the visual style of this movie, but that is creepy.
that you will enjoy your stay in my beautiful land.
I am jealous of that nice handwriting.
I wonder if Jonathan and I, shall ever see them together.
Not if Jonathan gets his blood sucked out first. Hold on to that. That might be your only defense. Nothing to be afraid of. What the heck? What the heck? Is that him, Dracula? No. You're not creeped out by that freaky claw, bro?
I say, is the castle far?
That's the question you have, not like, why are all these wolves around here? Are we gonna survive? Why is your face and your arms strange and monstrous? He's like, how long do I have to ride in this carriage ride? No concern for the monsters. What the heck is that? Like a wall? Is that like a protective fire shield? Yeah, and that's pretty terrifying. Those enormous gates closing behind you like a mouth. Okay, that's pretty awesome. How very polite of a vampire to invite someone into their home. Well, holy, look at that cape, man. How do you not trip?
But I have already dined.
What did you eat there, Dracula? Some vegetables, perhaps?
Never drink wine.
Oh, I love that dramatic pause. I never drink wine. How honest of you, Dracula.
Oh, yes.
Holy. Dude. Don't laugh at his story, he'll stab you.
It's too precious a thing in these times.
Did he just cut his hand right there?
You, Count,
What? Where'd he go?
are the...
Okay. Holy. Kiato, how are you so chill when his shadow is like separating from his body?
They say you are a man of good taste.
I love how Dracula has such a big pause before he has like a word that has so much double meaning with vampires. It's amazing.
Can be altered for a single purpose.
Okay, and Dracula has the Force apparently.
I thought she was lost. We're to be married as soon as I return.
Dude, look at the shadow! Look at the shadow! He's gonna kill you and steal your girl, bro.
A month? Do you wish me to stay so long?
I think you're a prisoner. I don't think you have a choice.
I will take no refusal.
I mean, see? Are you not terrified? Come on, if I went to an Airbnb and this was the host, I would be terrified. Okay. This is sex ed back in the day.
Oh, Mina, you're always working.
Well, some of us are poor and not as wealthy as you. We have to work. I'm sorry.
Marriage than carnal pleasures.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Wow. This is like the old versions of Playboys, or I don't know what is the scandalous magazine of nowadays.
Can man and woman really do that?
I did. Only last night. Quincy, darling.
Miss Lucy. Why, you're as fresh as a spring rain.
Oh,
Compliments back in the day. I love it. I love it. This is like Pride and Prejudice or something.
Quincy. Please let me touch it.
Wow. A little forward.
Homewood, Esquire.
Arthur! Oh, my darling.
What, does she just go to every guy who shows up? Don't worry, the scary shadow dude has a crush on you.
RYYZN.
Okay, well that's terrifying.
How are you feeling tonight?
Far better than you, my lovesick doctor.
I don't know, you look pretty bad, dude.
Actually, they're perfectly nutritious. You see,
Oh, seriously? That's what you're eating?
not like me.
Ugh. Ugh, please stop.
Whenever,
I shall have to invent a new classification of a lunatic for you.
I mean, do you need to be so judgmental about it? Aren't you a doctor, bro?
a kitten. I beg you. A little sleek.
You want to eat a kitten? Bro, no, 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 no. Please, no.
Make me immortal. How?
Jeez, man.
The Count. The way he looked at Mina's picture fills me with dread.
Yes, it fills me with dread, too. No reflection, no reflection. Come on, dude, pick up on it.
I didn't hear you come in.
Take
I mean, come on, he's not even hiding his powers. Oh, he's like, just a little taste. I do not want him with a razor up against my neck.
and has many bad memories. Be warned.
You're a prisoner in a terrifying haunted house, okay? This is worse than the Matrix, bro.
It's not England. Our ways are not your ways.
I love how he's trying to explain his fear of crosses. It's like, it's cultural differences, bro.
Many strange things.
I've seen many strange things already.
Okay, good. I'm glad you've noticed. He's got a little Batman in him, okay? Little Shadow Man, little Batman. Likes to make those exits. Holy, what the heck? Well, if there was any doubt that your host was a monster, this is total undeniable confirmation. Look at that. I mean, is he looking around out of curiosity? Is he trying to escape because he's a prisoner? Because I feel like you're going to get caught and you'll be in trouble. He's got a very special brand of fragrance, okay? Are there ghosts in this castle too? Please be careful, man. This seems like a bad idea to follow the creepy voice.
Lay back, Jonathan.
Don't lay back, Jonathan. Okay. Are you not creeped out? You're just... It's like, I get it's a pretty lady, but it's a pretty ghost freaky lady. Come on, man. Oh, great. Of course she takes away your one safety. And what about your fiancé, bro? He's like, I'm stressed. Any scary ghost lady that shows up. I wonder if these are, you know, is this an illusion, or are these like lady vampires that serve Dracula? Oh, yep, they are vampires. What the? Holy, that is freaky. Who's the baby? Oh, tell me they're not gonna eat the baby. Come on, really? I mean, he looks terrifying with that red lighting. That is pretty cool. What a horrifying sequence, man.
I can say no more, except I love you. Ever faithful, Jonathan.
Don't worry, I'm just, you know, I'm just with a harem of female vampire monstrous ladies and also a prisoner to the Count.
It's so wonderful, I've decided. I love him and I've said yes.
To which one? Which dude?
This letter I received is it's so cold. It's so unnatural. It's not like him at all.
I'm glad she's picking up on that because he is in serious trouble. What the? They're seeing this? Wait, so they saw that in the clouds or something? The devil is watching you from above. What the heck? They're just making out in the rain now?
Is aboard the ship with us.
He looks like the Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings, like coming out of the earth. Why do those guys like have the cages around their heads, you know? It's like the Lost World when the ship arrives, you know, and the T-Rex has killed all of them. What a POV camera shot.
Lucy! Lucy!
Dang, did she get called away by Dracula? I mean, it seems like Dracula has like this special power where she can, you know, take control with this irresistible attraction in a way.
Lucy!
Oh, she's got the Marilyn Monroe skirt blow and everything. And she knew to wear red, Dracula's favorite color. How considerate on the first date. Holy, okay. He's in his full monster form. I mean, he looks more like a wolfman than Dracula, honestly. What the heck? Is this all a bad dream or something? Doesn't seem like it. Seems like it's reality.
You came back to me. I saw you shaking. Oh,
Was she dreaming? I feel like that was real.
I have the taste of his blood on my mouth. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, see? It's totally real, but am I crazy? That's the hairiest Dracula I've ever seen, if that is Dracula. I really am curious how much of this is true to the original book. Oh, you're looking a lot more presentable there, Count. I mean, if that was him, I don't know, maybe I'm getting confused what's going on in this movie, like what that hairy beast was, if that was actually Dracula or not.
Escape wolf from zoo, still at large.
That was no wolf.
Is a beautiful lady.
You may purchase a street atlas for 6p. Good day.
Nice try, Dracula.
Seek culture, then visit a museum. London is filled. Excuse me.
Ooh, shut down.
A woman so lovely and intelligent should not be walking the streets of London without her check.
I would be creeped out. He just like teleported over. I'm assuming that he drank blood or something to like change his appearance to look younger from the old man Dracula version.
Oh, Jack. Brilliant, Jack. Do you like it?
It's quite the dress. Holy.
I'm changing. I can feel it.
Did she turn into a vampire? Is that what's going on? Oh, the poor guy who's marrying this girl.
Let's go and have a look at her, shall we?
I mean, she looks in pretty bad shape here. Something is definitely wrong.
I've taken the liberty of cabling Abraham von Helsing, the metaphysician.
Oh, von Helsing. He might be helpful here.
Do it, man. Bring him here. Spare no expense.
Is that the guy from Princess Bride? I'm pretty sure it is. Maybe I'm crazy. Well, there it is. I mean, that's kind of the obvious sign. I mean, now I guess in pop culture it's very common to have the vampire bite. They wouldn't know that.
Do you think Madame Curie would invite such comparisons? Really?
I mean, what is this? They're just on a date now? What's going on here? Did she forget about Keanu? I love how he says that as he like pulls her in closer. Like, you should fear him, maybe.
Oceans of time to find.
Is she a descendant of his long-lost love? Oh, wow. Jeez. Is he gonna tell her not to fear him again? Okay, so it's more than a bit. Wait, what the? I thought people were screaming because of the wolves. He's like, oh yeah, FYI, I have a pet wolf that's gonna show up and scare people. Forgot to put that on the Tinder profile. Please don't let your guard down just because he is a cool dog. I mean, she seems clearly very attracted to him. I wonder how much of that is like his ability to put a trance on someone, and how much of it is just her natural intrigue because he's this mysterious, alluring, you know, gentleman who's probably appealing to a different side of her than someone like John Wick over here.
The tropical pampas vampire bat must consume 10 times its own weight in fresh blood each day.
Dang, is that true? That's a lot of blood every day. I mean, I love Anthony Hopkins. Put him in any movie.
Thank you, that will be all.
Is that the old-fashioned version of clapping? You just wrap your knuckles on the wood?
I will try one last time today to escape through the water. There must be passageway to the...
I don't know if you should be writing your escape plan down in your journal.
Yet it is not. She manifests continued blood loss. I cannot trace the cause.
Maybe someone's sneaking in every night. Hurry up, get in there!
My God, close the doors.
Oh shoot, so he like comes in shadow form.
Yeah.
I mean, right there, that's where the blood is coming from. We got clear bite marks.
This is Professor Van Helsing, Art. What the hell is he doing to Lucy? He's trying to save her life. Good God.
It's not what it sounds like. It's not what it sounds like, bro.
Have. Take off your coat.
Roll up your sleeve, Art.
Do they have the same blood type? Did they know to check that back in the day?
Forgive me, sir. My life is hers. I would give my last drop of blood to save her.
Just say as you wish. Just say as you wish.
Thing just went up there, sucked it out of her, and flew away, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly. That's exactly the truth. But it would be hard when you don't live in a reality where vampires are real.
You and Shark
Electromagnetic fields, astral bodies.
What the heck? Wait, does Van Helsing like have superpowers too? What is going on?
Professor?
Or did Dracula just come and steal him away? No, he's just Batman.
Precious blood. It is a beast, a monster.
Jeez. He's like the Pennywise from underneath the sewers just looking up.
In the absence, wants your soul.
The poetry of an alcoholic. I mean, it seems like he has her under some type of hypnotic spell, you know?
The most beautiful place in all creation.
It's a terrifying haunted house, but beautiful to me. In the eye of the beholder.
River princess.
And you are my rebound from hundreds of years later. Sorry. I mean, if Jonathan manages to escape, that would be incredible, because what he's up against, you know, locked in a castle with these supernatural demonic creatures, good luck, bro. That's tough. What? Oh, great. Oh, they got the romantic candlelight going and everything. It's such an interesting contrast, like the deliberate use of cutting between them dancing on their wonderful date, and then we got Jonathan like struggling in Shawshank Redemption vibes here, trying to escape.
And in the care of the good sisters of the Blessed Sacrament.
Oh, did he actually make it? Holy. She's like, please be discreet about our affair, Dracula. Could you do me a favor? Did he just sniff her there? Did he go full Hannibal Lecter for a second?
But I won't go.
Why not? Are you staying because of your friend or because the dates with Dracula are just too much fun?
I gotta breathe.
Lucy.
Oh shoot, she's going full exorcist mode. Stay back. Oh shoot, stay away. Holy. So is she fully turned? Is she a vampire herself? Dang, that kind of looks like the vampire book from Buffy, honestly.
Hacked them to pieces and then drank their blood.
Yeah, not a very friendly dude.
Forgive me. I have received word from my fiancé in Romania.
Are you ending your affair with Dracula? This is not good. He's not going to take this breakup kindly.
Mina.
He's going to get very vengeful from that rejection. Oh dang, he's old and ugly again. This is the difference between being in love and being broken up. There should be like a before and after photo. Young Dracula, old one. I mean, how much power does he have? He's got like the Force, he can fly, he can go into shadows, he can turn people on.
Jack, hurry! I've much to tell you!
I mean, he is very excited.
The devil! A horde of darkness!
Why is he so like upbeat and happy about it, man?
Jack! Here, sir! I starve! Feed me!
I don't know what's gotten into him, but it's hilarious. It's like, time to eat, everybody, before we take on the demon concubines. Jeez. Oh, you're falling asleep? Come on. You can't be drinking that much when you're standing guard against the devil. Get a crucifix. That's more important than a gun. Exactly, that's what you need. Bring her to a church or something. Did he tell her about all the craziness that happened, or are they just jumping straight to a wedding? I don't know what camera effect. It's kind of like glitching and jumping ahead, but it's pretty cool. Oh, this is such a Godfather edit, cutting in between the horror to the wedding. I mean, it's not a baptism, it's a wedding, but still, same vibe. Jeez. Holy. So she's officially turned, I'm assuming, from that sequence. Or maybe she just died. I don't think so, though. Because he said an eternity of wanting blood.
Autopsy, Lucy?
No, not exactly. I just want to cut off her head and take out her heart.
What? Why are you gonna do that? Because you know she's turned? This could be a mistake, though, like freeing her. Hopefully you guys are prepared.
Gentlemen, shall we? 1, 2, 3.
Get the stakes ready. Get the stakes ready, please. Oh no. Okay, where is she? Yes, exactly.
These creatures do not die like the bee after the first sting, but instead grow strong and become immortal once infected by another Nosferatu.
I mean, the perfect person to explain vampire lore, Anthony Hopkins.
Now.
Is that her? You gotta save that kid before she feeds on him.
Kiss me and caress me, my darling husband, please.
Dude, are you falling for this? I mean, she clearly has some power.
We're strong in the Lord and the power of might. Ex umbris in luce.
Oh. Ugh. It's like The Exorcist, but instead of green, it's red.
Place the point of the heart.
Do it quickly. Come on. Get it over with. Jeez. Oh, come on. Really? You're gonna transition right over to some meat? Come on. That's a cruel edit.
Yeah, she was in great pain. Then we cut off her head and drove a stake through her heart and burned it, and then she found peace.
Doctor!
Did you really need to say the full truth right there? He has no filter.
Taste of their blood.
No.
Maybe ask him when his wife is in another room, if you want complete honesty, right? Has his hair turned gray from all this stress of the recent months?
Mina thinks of life. The bat, the rodent, the wolf. He can appear as mist, as vapor, as fog.
Jeez, he's got so many powers, man.
Well, I wasn't planning on getting that close, Doc.
Anthony Hopkins just laughing.
I must see him.
Mr. Renfield, behave yourself.
Yeah, that's what you can say to any madman. Behave yourself and they'll listen.
But I pray to God I may never see your sweet face again.
I mean, he seems like a sincere warning, honestly.
Water and toiletries at your disposal.
Pay no mind to the screaming, crazy people you can hear all night.
Safe here.
Oh, come on. This is not a safe place, and you're leaving her alone? Don't act surprised when Dracula kidnaps her, please. Dang, that's him, right?
Sterilize the earth inside.
Dang, that is cool green demonic lighting. Oh, poor Renfield. That's what he gets for trying to warn her.
Be what you are. See what you see. Love what you love.
I feel like he will answer your request and turn you.
In eternal life.
Dang, alright. Well, she's made her choice.
Love you too much.
Take me away from all this death.
Dang, that's so interesting that he would actually have a change of heart and try to warn her about how miserable it is to live as a vampire. But she's like, nope, I'm into it. Oh, hold on. They don't even see him. Oh, wow. A little bit less attractive in this form.
You think you can destroy me with your eyes?
Oh, he is so tall. Jeez. Dang, that's cool, him stepping back into darkness like that.
He has a strong mind connection to you.
I thought their connection was on another level, not the mind, personally.
Let's go to him. Of course.
What you hear?
That's smart to use Mina's connection to Dracula, though, to find Dracula.
He commands the winds, but we still have the advantage.
How? How? He has that much power? You still have the advantage? Oh, she is turning.
We are past Bistrica. Dracula has outsmarted us again.
Well, we're not off to a good start.
I am not hungry.
Or maybe she only hungers after blood, you know? Oh, great. If she turns now, how are you supposed to control her and fight Dracula? Dude, you're falling for this? Oh my gosh. When you turn to a vampire, you just become irresistible in every way. Oh, great. Oh, the poor horses. I mean, good. Don't waste any time. Well done, Von Helsing. Oh, here he is, arriving in style. All right. He's coming for the bait. Hope you're ready. The last little bits of light disappearing, you guys. Come on. I'm so surprised that so many people are like fighting and giving their lives in service of Dracula. Like, I wonder if they're somewhat possessed. Oh. He didn't cut the head off all the way, though. Oh, great. Mina's helping him.
When my time comes, will you do the same to me?
I mean, it's not their fault if they do. I mean, smart to make sure he's dead. It's such like a religious symbol, almost. Oh, wow. Okay. That's it. All right, so that is Bram Stoker's Dracula. Quite the gothic vampire story here. And I think, like I said at the beginning, I believe this is somewhat faithful to the original Dracula book, but I could be wrong. Maybe Francis Ford Coppola took some liberties as far as what happens in the story. Oh, overall, like Sorry, my dogs are excited. Overall, I was a fan of some of the stylistic choices, particularly with a few of the kind of artistic lighting and editing choices. I think my favorite sequence of the film was the part where Dracula came for Lucy, and then as that's happening, we're having it intercut between the wedding of Jonathan and Mina. Just, I thought the style of having that and kind of the dramatic irony of that going on, of this hopeful, proper function of society, something like marriage, very elegant and proper, as opposed to the more sensual and also tragic and deathly, turning of Lucy. And I guess overall, this is something I think that is kind of baked into vampire lore. This idea, kind of the connection between the thirst that vampires have and their affinity for darkness and kind of the lower, baser human desires. There's kind of just that whole theme of sensuality and desire and appeal going on with the transformations into vampires. At least that's what I saw in this movie. And I also think, setting it in a time period where a woman's, more carnal desires was looked on in society as something that was forbidden or improper, so to have that, you kind of see that, vampires are, I think, inherent in most vampire stuff is there's a little bit of sexiness, and this definitely played up into that, and with kind of an exaggerated form of some of those sexual desires, those primal beastly desires. I mean, I was surprised by that form that Dracula took that looked kind of, like I said, more like a wolf man, like so hairy, but I think that really that, and also there was that one quote Dracula had, like, we have much to learn from beasts. I don't know, I think there's definitely that thematic connection of the lust that vampires have for blood connected to, the lust that humans can have as well, and how, especially in a society where things are very proper and orderly and those things are seen as forbidden, you see that appeal from the darkness, the freedom that has. I think there can definitely be some symbolism for the thirst for blood being kind of like indulging all your pleasurable desires. But on the flip side of that, as Dracula said right before he was going to turn Mina, he actually had a change of heart, which was surprising to me. But I think that deep down, Dracula knows how lonely and unsatisfying that type of existence is. Being a slave to those pleasures and giving in to every desire can kind of take you down a path where you are stuck in this perpetual circle of just chasing that constantly, kind of like a vampire's thirst for blood is never going to be fully quenched. You know, someone giving in to every desire and pleasure, you're going to have to continuously seek that, and you know that hunger is never going to go away. So I like those symbolisms, and like I said, some of the stylistic choices with the editing, there are a lot of like interesting transitions, and I really liked a few of the lighting scenes with some eerie blue or green or red light that was just peppered in throughout in different sequences. I'm just gonna be honest, I did not connect to the love story whatsoever with Dracula and Mina, and I don't know exactly, like I mentioned a few times during the reaction, like how much Dracula had this, you know, kind of possessive control over people's feelings and thoughts and their hearts. But at least me as an outsider watching it, I don't feel like and I'm not sure if I was meant to, but I didn't connect at all with kind of the tragedy of Dracula and his situation. To me, you know, despite seeing some of those moments, he just felt more like a monstrous entity that needed to be stopped. And speaking of stopping Dracula, my favorite character in this movie by far was Von Helsing. Abraham Von Helsing, played by the great Sir Anthony Hopkins. He nailed it in this role. I like the little touch of kind of, I don't know, instability or insanity. Like, I liked how enthusiastic, you know, Van Helsing was, and then throughout the movie there were just a couple times that I thought were really funny where he's just like kind of laughing maniacally and the other dudes are looking at him like, what's up with this guy? But I don't know, I enjoyed seeing him on screen. I also really liked the scene where they killed Lucy the vampire. I thought her design, like in her wedding dress, is looking completely pale with, you know, the dark red blood over her mouth, and, you know, coming in with the child. That was just a creepy gothic imagery. I really liked the design of her as a vampire turned, and then the scene where they had to kill her as kind of the first vampire before leading up to the finale with Dracula. Oh yeah, but I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this as kind of getting into the Halloween vibes, a little bit of a creepier, more horror, definitely very gothic vibe. There are definitely some, it reminded me of bits of Tim Burton, which, you know, I think that the style of this directing was distinct from his, but at least for me, I've seen several Tim Burton movies now and reacted to them on the channel, so I'm kind of linking a lot of those gothic imagery to him. But I guess, you know, other directors like to dabble in that style as well, so it's cool to see. But thank you to everyone for watching along. Hope you enjoyed this reaction. Are you a fan of this take on the Dracula story? Have you read the original book? Is it similar to that? I will just say, as a quick kind of random recommendation, my personal favorite, and I just watched this movie very recently, my personal favorite movie in this genre is a Korean film called Thirst. And I don't want to say anything about it. I went into the movie knowing nothing about it. But I highly recommend it. It definitely is an adult film, and there are some, if you're, you know, maybe more sensitive to some graphic, disturbing moments, it might not be for you. It's definitely not a Twilight genre of this film, but it's a very excellent thriller in my opinion. I love that movie. That's my favorite. Just a random quick recommendation for a film if you're looking for something that's out of the ordinary that is made by a masterful director. Highly recommend the movie Thirst. But thank you for watching this one. Let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this reaction. Like I said at the beginning, if you have any other horror recommendations, if that's a genre you would like to see me do more frequently here on the channel. Like I said, I will be doing like 4 movies throughout the month of October that were voted for on Patreon. Got Hocus Pocus, Scream, and The Ring will all be out, 1 per week. But thank you for watching, and as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.